Hello. Let's get into your individual reading for today. What is the message for you today? Starting with the Ten of Wands. Okay. Look at you. Look at this. Almost. I'm going to pull one more card to start here. But you're looking real good right now, people. You're looking really good right now. Okay. We'll start here and then we'll elaborate a little bit. Starting pretty strong, I would say. We have the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Magician, and the Two of Swords. So, it looks like you have been really questioning yourself on your own beliefs and looking at your life almost through the eyes of someone else. Witnessing yourself as your own teacher, your own magician, going through your past mistakes, your past successes, and confronting the conflicting thoughts that you might have within you. I see that you feeling struggle or you feeling negatively about your life situation is almost a waste of time. It doesn't mean to say that your struggles aren't worth feeling a certain way over, but I see you being very responsible with yourself and how you are going to go forward in your life. You have everything that you need within you as it is. Magician is a very strong card and it's a very interesting card to have along with the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups here. You have the ability to manifest anything that you need in this lifetime. You have the ability and the wherewithal. And I think the only thing holding you back is your thoughts, your conflicting thoughts. You know, maybe you're taking your struggles as almost a death sentence instead of just a bad chapter in the book of your life. Because what I see is that you are going to be really going into a direction of celebratory action, love, family, success, feeling creative, really knowing how to pick up the pieces of what was given to you and making your dreams happen. The Ten of Cups and the Ten of Wands together is showing me a lot of good fortune coming to you, and it's not because of something that you particularly did, you know. It's really about how you're thinking about it. I see that once you learn to control your monkey mind, you'll have the space and the optimism and the power of a true magician to gain all the success that you need, that you want in this lifetime. And also finding a love that truly fits what you need. But it starts with this card. And this card to me means figuring it out within you first. You have to figure out whether or not you are your own worst enemy or your best friend. Are you telling yourself the right things? Are you believing that things are going to work out in your favor? Are you believing that you can find and manifest the right love relationship for yourself if you're not already in one? If you are in one, then it seems like it's going to go in a really great direction for you too. If you are not in one and you're single, I would be very excited about your future, my dears. I think you've done a lot of hard work and now it's going to pay off. And sometimes the hardest work is your mental health. I don't like the term mental health because it's so broad and it's so overused, but it's really about inner turmoil, your emotions, and whether or not you let them take advantage of you or not. I've definitely gone through my own struggles. I've really gone through my own depressive episodes, especially as a Scorpio. You know how deep you can go and the depths of darkness you can travel to. But at the same time, the Scorpion turns into an eagle, which flies high above everyone else, seeing downward with a more intelligent point of view, a wiser point of view. And I see you starting to turn into an eagle at this time. You have to take control of your emotions and your thoughts. When I say monkey mind, it's a term used in yoga where we use it in a sense where your mind is kind of like a chatterbox, right? It's just going to keep spitting out information. It's like the friend that never shuts up. You know, it's here to help you, but it could also really stress you out when you think too much or you don't take the wheel of your own mind and you just let the car drive itself. It could drive yourself off a cliff. And you need to be able to hone in, grab the wheel of your car, of your life, manifest what you want, think about what you want, and charge forward. And after that, after you learn to subdue your thoughts or your worries or your fears or any kind of negative feeling that might be encompassing your mind, anything that might be really attaching itself to you, dragging you down, it all starts in your mind, your thoughts and your beliefs first, before you produce, before you go out into the world and, spread your energy elsewhere. What kind of energy are you bringing to a scenario? And what kind of energy are you sharing when you're around other people? Sometimes when you're very depressed, that might be triggering to other people because on the outside point of view, people might not know why you're acting a certain way, or they might not even know that you're depressed, just as an example. And there can be a lot of negative pushback to you because of that. So even though you're kind of in this bad state already mentally, you're actually progressing forward in a bad state too, because now you're spreading more negative energy going forward. And people don't want to attach to negative energy. Even if you're the best person, even if you're kind, even if you do everything right and you're still having a hard time mentally, unfortunately, the world doesn't care. Some people will care, but if you go to the supermarket and you just mope around, right? Or you just walk around without a smile on your face, or, you're bringing this doom and gloom around with you wherever you go, expecting people to feel maybe sorry for you or just have some sort of forgiveness or care for how you feel. No one actually does care. They just see what you're giving out, and what you're giving out is doom and gloom. You need to be able to control what your mind is producing. If it's going off on a tangent and you know that it's kind of just driving its own course, you got to take the wheel and drive it back into neutral territory. If you let your mind go wild too much, you can really get into a depressive state for a very long time, and that's dangerous. But I see that after you learn how to take the reins the conflicting thoughts that you have about yourself, maybe your self-esteem, where you're going in life, you know, what has happened to you. Whatever it is, I'm not diminishing that at all. I think you're very strong. It takes a really strong person to turn around on their own without anyone there. And I give you credit for that if that's what you're doing at this time. But just know that you have the magic in you to turn your life around and to gain anything that you wish for. And that's love. And that's forever. And that's creativity, production, and happiness, and anything that you want. Projects, new projects coming in. I see all this great things happening for you once you can kind of learn how to find the peace within you, even if there's a storm around you. New beginnings in creativity, projects, work, some sort of project. Once you can get yourself out and actually start living the life of how you want to live. It's not about faking it till you make it, but it's kind of like forcing yourself to see the good when you're feeling the worst. If you're having a bad day and all you want to do is hide under the covers and cry, or just think all the negative things that are happening to you, are you going to force yourself to look at what you could be grateful for in this moment of despair? It will help you along your path, and it will give you more opportunities in the future, because you're producing opportunity, you're producing success and fortune and positivity, and giving yourself the chance to have a new chance, instead of already giving up on life and saying, oh, I just have bad luck. No. Alchemize. What are you grateful for during this time? You know, I'm kind of imagining, someone on a floating tube in the middle of an ocean, stranded by themselves. You could be sitting there crying, and thinking about all the things that are uncomfortable for you right now. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm sunburned, I'm thirsty, I'm scared. Or you could find one thing that you're grateful for in this moment, in this crazy moment that you're in. What's one thing that you can just thank the universe for? Thank God I have this life float. Thank God I am floating on a tube right now and I'm not in the water. Thank God that I woke up today and I wasn't eaten by a shark. Thank God that the sun isn't burning me today. Or thank God I'm not stuck in the ocean in, a thunderstorm. Whatever it is, you have to find the silver lining. That's going to give you the new opportunities to gain everything. You have to keep your mind focused and in the right direction. Drive your car down the right road. It also means just determining who is good for you and who is not. People around you affect your livelihood on so many levels. And if you're constantly around people that are challenging you in a bad way, giving you stress, anxiety, problems for no reason, just fighting with you for just the sake of fighting, someone that really isn't looking out for the best of you, you have to learn how to cut ties with negative influences around you as well. You're not only trying to control how you think, right, with the Two of Swords. You're trying to control who affects you around you too. It starts within first, and then you have to evaluate your outside. You have to evaluate who's around you that's affecting you negatively. Are there any people? Are you in a toxic work environment? Are you hanging out with the wrong people? Are you dating the wrong person? Are your friends not really good for you? Whatever it is, you have to decipher Because once you make space, look at this. Look at this. The Two of Cups now? We have the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups here. And the Magician. Look at all of this fortune that it would be yours as soon as you give up these negative mind frames or these negative influences around you. See, he's happy. You know, he has extra swords in his hands. These negative people are walking away. He cut ties with, you know, the people that are not giving him a chance to live with happiness, fulfillment. They're not supportive, whatever it is. He got rid of them, and look what happened. You made space for something better. If you're already filled up with people around you, not to say that you can, you know, there's a limit on how many people you can meet, but say you're hanging out with a group of friends that aren't really good for you, or they're negative influences, or they're just kind of backstabbers, right? Maybe they talk about you, or they're just narcissistic, or something negative, right? They're negatively affecting you. If you learn how to cut ties or just create space, you don't even have to say anything. You can just, you know, kind of ghost in a very quiet way, I guess. I mean, ghosts are pretty quiet anyway, I guess. But, you know, ghosting, you know, kind of like ghosting your friends, where it's not like, I'm breaking up with you, friend. You know, it's kind of just like, I'm not going to call you anymore, or I'm not going to hang out with you anymore because I know that you're not really good news for me. You make space to meet new people. And these, you know, I think you're going to have a brand new opportunity with a love, a true love that can really last, and something that could give you the Ten of Cups, a family, forever, a true bond. And you can only do this when you're in the right mind frame, when you're producing good vibes from the inside out, and creating space to have good people come into your life, right? Temperance, learning how to balance the good and the bad. Like I said, you might be stuck on a raft somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and you might be feeling like your life is going to end, but it's not. You have to learn how to alchemize. Temperance is learning how to have some patience, but it's also about balance. Balancing the good and the bad, balancing subconscious and conscious, balancing your time, who you spend time with. You know, she has one foot in the water and one foot on the ground. You know, she has balance over her emotions and being grounded. And it starts with your mind first. You get rid of the Two of Swords, and you know, the skies are going to open up for you, and heaven's going to shine upon you. You have to learn to evaluate who's around you. Not to say that everyone's going to be perfect. People make mistakes, but you know in your mind, if you really ask yourself who's good for you and who's not, especially when it comes to friends, it's hard. A lot of people think that if you have a friend since childhood, that you should just have them forever. And sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you have to break free from certain people. It doesn't matter how long you've known someone for. It matters how they treat you. Do they make you feel good? How do you feel after hanging out with them? Are these people good for you? I see that there's new opportunity coming in for you once you make space. Lots and lots of opportunities, creativity. That's another thing. If you're a creative person, you know, creative people use creativity as almost a therapy. I think art is therapy. It's a healthy therapy. It's a way of expelling negative energy in a fashion where you can share it, you can have people learn from it, and it gets out of your body, most importantly. It's alchemizing the bad and turning it into something good, a piece of art, the struggling artist, everyone, always says, the starving artist, well, they're taking their starvation and they're using it for their art. And I see you doing that too. Take the negative energy that you have in your body, in your mind, and use it for something good. Do a good deed, say a good thing to someone, create a piece of art. And once you open up your space, open up your mind, and give yourself some relaxation, knowing that you got rid of some negative energy. You can never hide from negative people. It's impossible in this world to hide from all negativity, but who you choose to hang out with. The top 5 people that you see on a daily basis affect your livelihood. It also defines who you are as well, whether you like it or not. So who are you choosing to be around and influence you? Are you influencing anyone around you? Are you influencing people negatively or positively? I see that once you open up, you evaluate your relationships, you evaluate your thoughts and the way that you're thinking about yourself and how your life is going, and you give yourself the space, you'll have the magic in you to gain new opportunity, new friendships, new love, and new work opportunities. It's hard to break up with people that you've known forever, and it's hard to make new friends as well. But which one's more important to you? Staying stuck or stagnant with people around you that are just bringing you down or saying derogatory things to you or not really rooting for you, or being a lone wolf for a second, finding your balance, finding your peace, and having the space to find new people that are good for you. Hearts aflutter, join in the dance of romance that is swirling around you. Open your wings and let love in. Exactly. Once you learn to really see who's influencing you, you're gonna give yourself so much space to find love. If you're in a relationship that is not doing you good, and you know that it's not a good relationship, but you're scared to leave it, I understand. It's hard either way, but you know what? Are you gonna wake up when you're an older person, hopefully, and look back at your life and be like, I'm glad that I left that relationship because I knew that I deserved more? Or are you gonna be an older person still being with the same negative person because you were just afraid to make the leap, afraid to make the change, afraid to say out loud that you deserve better, or that you know that you deserve better? There's romance all around you. There's love waiting for you too. There's other people that are waiting for love just like you. And you have to have the courage to step out, open up your wings, and fly away from negativity in order to find your true match, in order to find true love. Then you can let love in because you have the space to do so. And you're also going to have the mental clarity and the control over your thoughts. Even if you're going through the hardest of times, you can still stay positive. You are on the right path. Call on Hummingbird for courage, confidence, and protection. So if you're feeling scared, if you don't have a lot of support around you, you can find support in other ways. You can find free support online via YouTube, podcasts, books, poems, artistic endeavors, friends, people, siblings, anybody, counselors. If you need help, or assistance trying to make a leap out of something, please do so. Or just have the courage and the confidence and know that you're productive this time because you're going through some stuff, and it's okay because you're making changes for the better. And I see you really ending in a great way. I see that there's a lot of good things that are gonna happen for you once you make the leap. Have the courage. Hold your nose and jump in the pool of life. If you know that you deserve better and you're in some sort of bad friendship, maybe it's your family, maybe it's, you know, I don't know, it could be anyone, a teacher, a counselor, it could be even, you know, a friend, a lover, it doesn't matter. If you know that they're not the right person or they're affecting you negatively, you need to leave and give yourself the space to succeed, because look at what's waiting for you. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. True fulfillment, people. And the 2 of Cups. I need you to alchemize all of your worries. I need you to alchemize everything towards your future. You need to be your own best friend first before anyone else can. You need to be your own lover before anyone else can. And after you do that, and after you have the confidence in knowing that you will get what you want if you give yourself the space and do the hard things, there's great things that are going to be waiting for you on the other side.